Hello dear Capricorn, I will tell you today's horoscope for October 7th, 2025. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. You have to be happy in this world, Sagittarius. Always remember that when you face suffering in love. So today, try to smile again. Don't expect things to go badly at work. It will be extremely important that the work you're doing right now is the best it can be. So, Sagittarius, get to work. You have a lot to do today. This isn't the time to test your health. If you want everything to be okay, then let that good sense of humor shine. If you live with friends, then you should design a strategy so everyone does their part, as well as what they shouldn't do. Remember that coexistence is the most important thing. There are some differences in the family that can cause a rift between some of its members. If you see this situation, then you should try to find a solution. If you can't do that, then try to help the people reach a peaceful understanding. Conflicts over money could arise in your relationship. Don't let material things get in the way and damage the love between you. It's likely that this isn't the only topic of discussion, but it could be the beginning of the conflict. Don't let others take advantage of you. We often allow people who aren't beneficial to us into our lives just because they're our friends, but their interests lie elsewhere. Get these people out of your life. A life full of joy is an ideal state for everyone, but unfortunately, we must learn that the bad times we go through are necessary, and this is precisely what you're experiencing today. You're open to others, especially at work. You're more affable and closer to your family, especially to your loved ones. New ideas and projects are coming your way. All of this is due to the learning you've had over time. So, start by giving thanks for the moments where you had to draw on all your inner strength to move forward. A hidden love you've kept hidden for a long time could come to light today. If this is your case, accept reality and see if there's a chance it could materialize. If not, then move on because new people will enter your life very soon. Sagittarius can't feel sorry for others because they've always known that there are people who suffer from not doing the things they should, and it's a good time to turn everything more in your favor, starting today, dear Centaur. Don't see the bad in others, that also applies to you. You have your mind set on a very clear goal in love. If you think it's worth it, pursue it. It could be a beautiful story with that person. Try to seek communication today. If you have an important person in your life who is going through a very difficult financial time, don't hesitate to give them the help they need. Excellent week for financial investments and making big purchases. This isn't the time to be afraid to spend your hard-earned money on something that will last a lifetime, like a house or some other type of property. Remember, real estate is the safest investment we can make in life. You should give yourself that treat you've been thinking about for a long time. Not everything you earn has to go toward paying off debts or providing a good quality of life for others. Sometimes you should also spend on yourself. An invitation to the movies or a show will come from a friend or your partner. When you take someone's advice, you always have to consider the consequences that action will have on you. When you can see the good, then act with all your might. There are no limits or people who can stop you from moving forward with your projects. Work is an area where you can perform well, but beware of a coworker who doesn't want to see you flourish. Opt for healthy competition and demonstrate your skills. Learn to take a good look at the person you're interested in, as they may not be what you were hoping for. Don't criticize your partner so much. It's better to offer guidance and good advice with love and understanding. Reflecting on mistakes you've made as well as your successes is a good way to avoid repeating the same mistakes over and over again. It will be a good day to spend time with your partner, but if they tell you they need time alone, don't apply pressure. We all need time to meditate alone, so take advantage of this moment to take a look at what you want in your life. Those who are single will have a very productive day in terms of love, as they will get to know the person who has captured their interest better. You're waiting for news, an exam result, or an important message from someone. Don't get anxious, as this is about to happen. You're feeling somewhat nervous, which could lead you to make mistakes at work today. Pay attention to what you're doing and every step you take. You might reunite with someone who may have hurt you in the past. Don't let it happen again. It's not a good day to form a partnership or sign contracts, as they could end badly. It's better to wait a while and reconsider the situation. Debts could come to ruin your day. If you have the money to pay them, do so without delay. At work, there may be people who don't want you to succeed, and you'll notice that. Don't let them intimidate you. Approach them with respect and always trust in your abilities. We've had a lot of teachings and conditioning instilled in us since we were children, but it's time to decide for yourself and consider your desires important and fundamental to achieving your goals. Don't let life pass you by without doing something for what you want. It won't be a good deal for you or your loved ones. A very important person will give you an opportunity you can't pass up. It could be the beginning of a very long path that you will travel and that will bring you many professional achievements in the future. Remember that taking care of your health is your responsibility, and you should give it importance. Don't look for complicated things to take your path today. On this day, you should prioritize harmony in every sense, Capricorn. It will be a good time to let out some of what you've kept hidden from others. It's good to have secrets, but it's never good to decide to hide your pain and inner desires from everyone. The steps to love aren't easy, and no one wants you to think they are, so today you have to make sure that life gives you the signs you should follow. You've reserved a special place in your heart for what you truly love to do, and that will bring you great results in the future. Sometimes life's path takes us to places we don't really want at the moment, but that will be the best for our personal development. If you think life will do you a favor by miraculously curing you of something, you're very wrong. Only responsible behavior and love for your body will do that. Capricorn is beginning to come out of its shell, so if you're still living with your parents or are thinking about taking a long trip, this is the stage to decide to take the leap. If you want to start a family, you should do everything you can to achieve it from today. It will be a good step for you and your partner. You have an idea in mind that could bring many benefits to you and your loved ones. Don't let the opportunity to carry this out slip away. You need to start thinking positively and making yourself heard at work. Your family may be going through a loss today, whether it be material or a loved one. Don't forget to be there during this difficult time. Remembering the path that brought us to the place of joy we're at is always good for grounding. An important message about your work will come to you today. Don't ignore what it says, get to work on it. You may find surprises in your expense accounts. If this happens, be sure to file a complaint to rectify the situation. Pay attention to the people around you. There may be someone who needs you, and you should give them the space to open up to you and tell you about their problems. Love is in a renewal phase. If you have a partner, you should consider making certain changes to the dynamics you've been experiencing. If you're with someone with whom you haven't yet formalized a relationship, think carefully before taking the step. Avoid excessive criticism of your co-workers or classmates' performance. Instead, choose to help them improve. This will also help you. Capricorns realize their mistakes, but today they may not be what they need, and things will go downhill. When you see that someone is beginning to see that things aren't going their way, everything can change at any moment, Capricorn. Don't see it that way. You need to start making important decisions regarding the relationship you're currently in. You may need to make an investment today. Do it without a second thought. Stressful situations at work, as there will be a short deadline to complete a task that will be assigned to you or your team. Don't let the pressure drain your desire and ability to complete this task. Drink more herbal tea and less coffee. It may be keeping you from sleeping well at night. Cut back to 1 cup a day. A good time for you always means sharing with yourself, perhaps not so much with others, but you do have to recognize the tenderness of your heart. It's something you should see. Don't expect too much from your partner's friendship, but don't speak your mind out loud. Ultimately, it's up to them, and only them, to judge their affections. If you persist with hostility, you'll come across as someone jealous, unable to control themselves, and unwilling to even share it with a friend. Let time put everything in its place. This is a good day to analyze the attitudes that have complicated your relationships up to this point. A self-critical exercise that will allow you to get to know yourself better in order to find a more sincere and lasting love wouldn't hurt. The key: you have to be better listeners and more tolerant. Today the stars advise you to watch where you're going. Which means, in effect, that you should avoid getting into dangerous paths, and also that you shouldn't enter dangerous or delicate situations. It's best, at least for today, to stay home. Don't push your luck, but if you do go out, be vigilant and focused. Today you need to invest resources to continue working. You're reluctant to invest, but today it's necessary. You're at a point where you can't move forward without better infrastructure or better training as a professional. Whether it's in your facilities, tools, or your preparation, invest. You're probably creating something very good at work. Ideas have been pouring out of you, but along with this, you need to be more attentive to the possibilities that will open up for you to present that project you've been working on. Increase your legume intake, they'll give you energy. Critical thinking is positive, but too much of it can lead to problems in your relationships with others, whether at work or in love. If you have a pending visit to a relative you haven't seen in a while, consider making it today. Give your partner some space for play. It's pointless to be in an unnecessary serious mode all the time. You also need to rest and be able to have fun with each other. Important changes in your life have led you to take the right paths and brought out the best in you. Don't waste this opportunity. The person you love is thinking of you right now. Give them a call or send them a message. You're just steps away from forming a beautiful relationship together. Often, we have to meet everyone around us. It's normal, since we love them and will always try to integrate them into our other worlds to make it more comfortable and give them more time. Sometimes this is a little difficult, and that's precisely what will happen today when trying to include a friend from another group you frequent more. A possible argument or disagreement could arise, and it will be an awkward moment. Not everyone around you wants the best for you. This sometimes happens at work due to unhealthy competition. Try not to talk about everything you're experiencing in your private life. Keep the two spaces separate, and you'll avoid problems in the future. You could discover something very important today that will help you throughout your journey. People need attention, and this is precisely what you'll hear throughout the day from the person you love. Don't stop giving them the moments they deserve. You're beginning to emerge from a period of loneliness, probably because you've only recently met someone. Don't forget to take advantage of this good time. If you feel it should be something casual, don't be afraid. Make a deeper connection with the person you're getting to know. If you're not currently in a relationship, you may discover a great person you haven't taken the time to get to know well. You'll make a very important decision regarding your future today. You'll likely be tempted to take the wrong path, so take some time to think things through and analyze the possible consequences of your decisions. Capricorns will always find it very helpful to let their feelings out, so the repression you're experiencing right now has no reason to exist, Capricorn. Don't be afraid to let things come out at the right time, Capricorn. You don't deserve it, and neither do those with you. You don't have to do much to get that person close to you right now. You've captivated them thanks to your good humor and sense of adventure, so it won't be too difficult to invite them out or go for a walk to talk about your lives. What you believe about a situation has nothing to do with what you should say at work. Sometimes we need to keep quiet so things don't get complicated. You have a tendency to speak your mind, and that's fine, Capricorn, but right now, prioritize silence. Stop believing that the world will always be against you. You don't need to see it that way, as this will only bring sorrow and sadness into your life. Don't tend to compare yourself to people who don't have much to do with your lifestyle or your abilities. You need to surround yourself with more positive people who are in tune with your personality. At work, start taking a closer look at the way those with better results work and do things. You could be making mistakes that will lead you to fail on a job you'll be given very soon. Don't let this happen to you. Don't let life pass you by or stop you from rising. You're starting to fall. Love is important, but you're putting it on the back burner. Try to start believing again that you can love again. It's very possible that you'll need to make some changes in your work life. You may be finding that your efforts are receiving few rewards. Don't let this discourage you. It's not yet time to fall in love again, especially if you've recently gone through a breakup. The heart needs to heal, and the mind needs to begin reviewing the mistakes made in a previous relationship, and for that, you need time alone. Don't fear this state of being single, because it will do you good, and you'll be much better off when you're with someone new later on. Take care of the elderly in your life, don't abandon them. You have a lot to be thankful for, and giving them company and attention is the best way to do it. A person you think is against you will surprise you by helping you with a work problem. Thank them for this gesture with a gift or by offering your help later. Friendship, like love, must be cultivated. If you think you've let your friends down, give them a call or a visit today. Capricorns can't ask for things to be the way they don't really want them to be. What you're going to see today isn't a miracle, it's just a little help from the universe. You have to take this as a great response to your own needs, you have to accept it. You have someone on your mind, but you're lagging behind and haven't spoken to them because you don't know if they feel the same way you do. Dare to talk to them today. You're not foolproof, so if you've made a mistake with something you said in front of your partner, it's normal. If you're going through a critical moment at work, don't stop demanding your rights and always assert yourself in front of everyone. If you're considered a conflictive person after this, don't worry, you can always find a new place to work. Getting out of the house and walking around the city could clear your mind and is good exercise. Flowing with your surroundings is a good way to avoid conflicts and headaches. Don't believe what someone has told you just because you can't fully understand what life has to offer, but you always have to be more attentive to what it wants. Astral rhythm. Sexual energy level, good. Cosmic dynamics you should take advantage of, a change in your plans and a new situation that will help you channel your energy in the right direction. Dangerous tendency, letting opportunities pass you by and not taking advantage of them when they arise. What to avoid, the Saturnian tendency to think things will go wrong or you will have difficulties. Things will go very well today if your partner is an earth sign like yours, and also with Cancer, which is your opposite. The most tense relationship could arise with fire signs, especially Aries. Your current compatibility is generally good, but with some misunderstandings and communication problems with Leo. If you're single, your willpower, charisma, and drive can achieve anything. On the emotional front, days full of intense emotions await you. The universal number for this day, common to all signs, is 6, the result of adding today's day, month, and year. Your auspicious hours for this day, according to Eastern European Standard Time and adapted to your national time zone, are 10:20 a.m., 11:50 a.m., 6:30 p.m., 9:25 p.m. The lucky numbers for Capricorn today are 18, 21, 29, and 39. The special lucky number is 96. Try to use it because it's your special number on this day. The lucky color is purple. You're looking at life in a negative way, and that's affecting your health. You should start seeing the positive things you have and the good things you've achieved thanks to your work and efforts. Feel good about yourself and what you've achieved in life. You should always aspire to more, but without envying what others have. A person who doesn't have good intentions could bother you during the day. Ignore their words and ignore any provocation they make. True strength lies in your relationship with the world and those around you. Reflecting on past actions is always helpful. Don't dwell on things that went wrong, focus on the positive, and you'll be able to solve any problems you have. You're building a good reputation with your superiors, you should keep it that way. A person from your past, with whom you had a falling out, may try to contact you during the day. Friends abroad will give you a wonderful surprise. Travel is coming soon, Capricorn, something you didn't expect to happen for a while. Enjoy the experience and the affection of those who miss you. You're contemplating the world around you too much, you're not taking part in it. You may have adopted a more inward-looking lifestyle or a new philosophy, but that doesn't mean you should. Miss out on the essential things that are in your outer world, such as your children, partner, parents, friends, and family. Avoid making plans you won't be able to keep later. You'll probably forget a commitment you had with someone you've just met today. If they let you know, apologize appropriately and consider getting a planner that you'll check every day. Someone close to you is having a great time and wants to share their success with you. They'll likely invite you out or to spend some quality time together. This isn't romantic, but rather a mutually beneficial moment of friendship. Sharing with others shouldn't be an obligation, but it also can't be something you skip doing often. At work, you'll find a lot of support from a colleague. They'll give you lots of advice on how to get a better job and get positive reviews in this area. Thank them with a gift or a favor when they ask. You need to see someone very dear to you, but you're short on time. For today, a call in your free time may suffice. You need to drink more water, it can be herbal tea or whatever you like, it will be good for your health. Capricorns always have a positive outlook on life, so don't be afraid to say what you truly feel. So Capricorn, this is going to be a little harsh, but you need to see things in a more positive light on your journey. Stop crying over things that aren't worth it. Romance has a lot to do with your life right now, so don't let things go badly. Always remember in your heart that the loves that last the longest are those that happen without anyone forcing things. The work you've been doing for a long time has a lot to do with the things you've been doing for a long time, so don't let the voice of experience stop you from bringing good things along the way. Remember the lessons you've always learned. Don't wait too long to let out what's inside you, which could have a negative impact on your health later on. You have the opportunity to meet someone, or perhaps you've already met someone, but they may not be entirely your cup of tea. Try to see the positive in that person. If you still don't develop romantic feelings for them, then stop giving them your false hopes. You're going through a difficult financial period and may be struggling to make ends meet. Start saving today if you can, and also start paying more attention to your business and the money you're generating. It's likely that, if you sell products or any type of service, you'll notice a mess in your accounting. Try to correct this by seeking professional advice. You must maintain a regular schedule in what you do. Your partner, if you're engaged, will make an important request of you today. It will be somewhat strange at first, but then it will make sense. Listen to him or her. Resigning yourself to changes or adverse life situations isn't ideal, it never has been, and it never will be. While changes are necessary and positive, there are types of transformations in life, especially those we can't handle, that come to destroy what you've built. Learning from mistakes is important, but if there's a situation in your life you can avoid, then I recommend you do so today. Don't just sit and watch the world go by without doing anything to remedy what's bothering you. The fear of love is very common, especially when our hearts have been broken many times. There is someone in your life who is very interested in building a relationship with you, and you know it. If you continue to be afraid and commit wrong and unfair acts with this person, they will eventually drift away, and you will regret it. The Capricorn doesn't have to think about the things that are difficult for them now because they could lose much of what they love, and that would be very difficult to recover. Sometimes things aren't recovered so easily, especially when we're not entirely clear about what we want to invest in now. You're beginning a new stage in your life, but you can't help but repress feelings due to traumas or bad situations you've been through. You're likely facing a period of separation, so this whole situation of being single again may seem new and unfamiliar. If you're looking for work and urgently need help from a friend or acquaintance, don't be afraid to ask them for this favor, they'll be supportive. Money you thought you'd lost could appear today, be more careful with this. Start by making small changes in your attitude. You need to give yourself more courage to get up in the morning. Try starting the day with an exercise routine. Nothing is worth having to go through moments you don't want to. If you're really waiting for someone to come and tell you everything you have to do, you're waiting too long. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.